Four Stars Chicago Sports. This is the Sunday Kickoff Show, and right now I'm solo. Maybe the boys will jump in. I don't know. We're going to get into the X and O's and the frigid lakefront right after this.
Windy City banners rocking, 4 stars aligned. Dynasty dreams rise, Bulls in their prime. Cubs curse shattered, the victory divine. Fields be running, clock ticking on my timeline. Shot-town heroes, legends never fade. Black Hawks flying, cutting ice with the blade. White Sox diamonds, the Southside parade. 4 stars shine bright, legacies they made. Mike with the crown, air rain, no dispute. Sweetness in the backfield, Walter in pursuit. Bear down Sunday's midfield, battles cute. Chicago.
What's going on? We got Jason checking in from sunny Bahamas. Thanks for your jumping in here, Jason. I almost forgot about you this morning.
Yeah, dude, look at the background. It's gorgeous here.
It is. Looks beautiful because it's snowing and frigid here in Chicago. We got an awfully cold ball game here on the lakefront. Looks like wind is going to be a factor. We got some winds at about 25 miles per hour. It's going to affect the passing game, so it's a grounded pound. But for the first time in a long time, the Chicago Bears have their entire backfield available to them. Roschon Johnson, Kyle Monangai, and DeAndre Swift. They should hopefully be splitting up this backfield. Jay, while you're out there enjoying yourself in the Bahamas, what are your final thoughts ahead of kickoff today?
You know, I think they're pretty much the same as we had on Wednesday here. You know, with the weather, I'm glad, and maybe this was Ben Johnson's plan all along. I know he's historically liked a run-first offense, but really in Chicago in bad weather and, you know, up in Green Bay and some of our other NFC opponents, running the ball is so important. I know Caleb Williams is coming along, maybe not as fast as we all like, but getting this running game where it is today, I think was his biggest success so far. And that's going to be the biggest factor here today. Just like you said, we've got all 3 guys running today. So we need to run the ball. Please, for the love of God, score a touchdown in the end zone, because I do not trust Carlos Santos today.
Yeah, I had to actually pick up a kicker in fantasy, and he was like the best one available.
Did you pick him up?
No, I decided to go. I decided to go with a kicker that's making his NFL debut, I believe. I never even heard of this guy, and I'm playing for division, so yay! Let's get Phil's chiming in saying he's hearing up to 35 mile per hour winds today.
I mean, at the lake, that could be really crazy. Who knows? Because that shit swirls around, and, you know, it could be 45, 50 down on the field, you know?
Yeah, they were calling it a hawk wind, which for people that don't know is an absolutely frigid wind that comes off of the lake and makes everything feel actually colder than what it is. And it only happens to us like around, you know, the Great Lakes. So lucky us again. Going into this game, it looks like the spread did go up from 3.5 to 4.5.
Yeah.
The Bears went up a little bit on the money line to minus 215. So the odds makers are taking the Chicago Bears. And like I said, here this morning, it does look like DeAndre Swift is all systems go, which is a really good thing for the Chicago Bears, because these guys in the New York Football Giants are extremely terrible against running backs, receiving and running in between the trenches. They're just not good against running backs at all. This could be a double good game from a young guy. Maybe Roschon gets a little, but I actually, coming back this week, I expect big things out of DeAndre Swift today.
Yeah, you know, you hope the weather isn't too big of a factor for the Bears offense. But, you know, I think it's probably going to hurt New York more than it's going to hurt the Bears, because really you've got, you know, Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary, you know, fairly competent runners here, but they really just haven't been able to produce anything big. They've lost Cam Scatteraboo, and really on offense, you know, you got Wan'Dale Robinson. That's their only target. And I think the Bears should be fairly successful in shutting him down, especially if the passing game isn't going to be there. I think being wet is also a big factor in that passing game. So I think that's why that went up. We walked down, me and Dave Hibble, we walked down to the sports book down the beach here, and we placed a couple of bets. And I told him to take the over on all the rushing yardage for the Bears running backs, and he did. So he did take an over on Caleb, but I don't know. And he also took a Roma Dunze anytime touchdown scorer and Roma Dunze first touchdown scorer. So I'm hoping he wins all of his bets, but I'm thinking he's probably going to hit those rushing overs.
I think he'll hit the rushing overs. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how the Bears pass through these wins today. If it's a short passing game, little outlets to DJ Moore, getting him more, maybe Zacchaeus with these little short out routes, little short 3-4 yard passes, see if they can create and open up the field. Well, I honestly expect the Bears to run the ball 35, 40 times today between these three running backs. Ground and pound, get out of here. I'll tell you, I woke up this morning, everything's covered in snow. So and they just said out here, Dan Graziano was reporting live from the field, and he said it's pretty bitter. So this is going to be an interesting game. They did say in this pregame, this is the coldest game that Jackson Dart has ever played in his career. So that could be a good thing as well. Him not adjusting. The Giants are really, really short on weapons right now. And I did a preview, put it up on 4 Stars Chicago Sports. It said going back a few weeks ago, before Scadaboo, before Malik Neighbors were injured, this had the opportunity to be one of the most exciting games on the slate in Week 10. Obviously, weather playing a factor. Jay, with the weather, the run game, do you still feel like the Chicago Bears will cover the 4.5 in this ball game?
I do. I think they probably still win by 10. I think on Wednesday I had them, 28-17. I'm probably going to go 20-10 now today. I'm going to lower the score total because I think it might be, a trenches type of game here, just a battle of running the ball. But, sometimes the weather changes too in Chicago. I mean, it could be, sunny and just flat cold by game time, and maybe the passing game picks up. But I think it's going to be a war of attrition here today. So, yeah, I would still take the over. I think the Bears are just a much better team. I think they win by at least a touchdown, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm lowering the score. I lost a little optimism when TJ Edwards was out of this ball game. He is one of the main cogs in this Bears wheel right now, and just missing him in the middle, that presence, it's going to be a big loss for the Bears today. I don't know, because it's Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary. Hopefully, I wish Kyle was here for this pronunciation. Yeah, he's back. He signed a 2-year extension with the Bears coming into the season back in March. So obviously they feel like this guy can produce on the field. We'll see what he has. We haven't seen him much at all this year. Noah Sewell will be back. These guys will have to step up today. Noah Sewell, for me, I think will be huge because he's a great tackler. He's great against the run. He's awful against the pass. And with the pass game being a little bit limited today due to the weather, hopefully he can have a huge game, keeping those running backs at bay. The Bears still are giving up 5 yards a carry. The Giants are giving up 150 yards, and the Bears over the past month averaging 186 yards per game. I really, really like where the Bears are with this weather. Bear down, Chicago. I really wish I had Jason's weather right now, because those who know me, I hate the cold. I absolutely loathe it. I cannot stand it. And it is just, that looks absolutely gorgeous. Hey, and Jay, by the way, I'm going to send you the most dangerous or the most intriguing water slides in the world.
Okay.
Watch this thing. I think number 4 is in the Bahamas, and it's an underground water slide. You start up, you go down underwater, and as you go down underwater, sharks are swimming around you, and you're going through this tube. It looks really badass.
Is that maybe like Atlantis, I think?
It is in Atlantis. How far is Atlantis from you guys?
Quite a ways. We're in Nassau, which is one of the smaller islands of the Bahamas. It's the capital. There is a big water slide down the way there that Dave and I saw, but it's definitely above ground, not below ground.
Yeah, it starts above and shoots down and goes underground. I'll send you the video if you guys can find it. I would be so jealous if you actually did it, because water slides are my jam. But yeah, I like the Bears. DJ Profits checking in here, 42-17. He has the Bears. DJ, I got to ask you, are they running all over the Giants today? Do you see a big passing game? What are your thoughts, DJ? I do. What is this? Breaking Bruce has a 6-3 win today. Oh no, he says 6-3.
The record,
Sorry.
yeah.
I'm missing that. Yeah, and going into this ball game, this is we came into the season. Maybe the Bears can make the playoffs. Maybe they can't. We'll see how the season goes. Well, right now, if you set yourself up at 6-3, with the way the NFC is working out, you may only have to go 4-4 down the stretch to make the playoffs. Right now, I believe going into this ball game, the Bears have, I believe it was a 26% chance to make the playoffs. They win this game today, I believe that jumps to around 38%. So this is a huge ball game, A, for the division, B, for your playoff hopes, and C, just to keep the momentum going that the Bears have been building. For me, it's a big day. I want to see how this defense responds after how the defense was very poor last week in Cincinnati. To me, this is huge to see how they bounce back. A lot of key factors: weather, run game, the trenches. It's going to be a lot to break down. So I'm very excited. Jay, you going to be able to watch this game out there?
Yeah, we're going to find a way. We've got, like I said, the Hibbles are here. I think he's got a laptop. If not, I might just get like a little 1 month, a pass for a VPN and use my NFL Plus package here. But or just tune into Hulu. All those streamers now are using your actual location and not your IRL. So you got to, if you're out of the States, you have to use basically the NFL package, which is DAZN, or you have to get like a VPN and fool everybody on where you're at. So, but there is a sports book that we were at yesterday placing those bets, and they have tons of seats and everything down there. So worst case scenario, maybe I can sneak in there. Hey, Dustin, and look at the little one.
She's checking in. I want to know her prediction for the game, Dustin.
Yeah.
She predicts pain.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
awesome.
Sean, you were right when you said this is a big game, because if you do have some playoff aspirations, now I think we're all rational enough to realize that the Bears probably aren't going to win the Super Bowl this year. But if you do have some type of playoff aspirations, which would be a huge win for me, you got to win this game, because there's so much parity, not just in our division, but in all of the NFC. So, those wild cards are not going to be easy to get this year. So, today at home, a big must win. Dustin, what do you think, bud?
Yeah, what's your thoughts, Dustin? Get in here.
It's definitely a must-win, guys. I mean, at home against a 2-7 team, they can't win on the road. They don't have the players to beat this team besides in one spot, guys, and that's on the defensive line. Yeah. My biggest concern is Theo Benedett against whoever they put across from him at any given point.
Brian Burns,
Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, anyone. Benedett has not been good in pass protection, guys. I still think the left tackle is obviously a big concern, and they're going to try to take advantage of that. The key is going to be Caleb, man. The max protection. They're going to need to leave these tight ends and running backs in to help block, and Caleb has to get the ball out quick. He was missing a lot of that this past Sunday. He's been missing a lot of that all year. It's been one of our bigger concerns about him. They should be focused on that, and he's just got to execute that, because I think if he gets the ball out quick, you can get a lot of yards after the catch with the players the Bears have. So I think the Bears are going to win, man. But I was thinking it was a high scoring game because both these defenses are so bad. But woke up this morning and there's snow on the fucking ground. So it might be a knockdown drag out type of thing where a lot of weird shit happens.
We were just saying that. Yep.
And I was just going to ask you, Dustin, I touched on a little bit. They're saying I'm hearing 25 to 35 mile per hour winds. So as you just touched on, getting that ball out quick to maybe to the outsides or just over the middle to Oz, DJ, see if they could create a little bit. What do you think? I personally think the Bears in this game, having all three of your running backs available to you, I like them running the ball 35, 40 times. What are your thoughts on those two things?
Yeah, man. They need to. I scared her. She jumped when I started talking. They need to. You're gonna have to really establish the run today. I think DeAndre Swift will come back in a big way today. And between him and Monangai, I mean, Monangai showed that he can be used in that role that spells DeAndre Swift in a very strong way. I mean, since the bye week, really, Ben Johnson's got this run game figured out. They're one of the best running teams in the league, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, you got to establish the run. You got to dominate it. Again, though, that front seven in general for the Giants is the strength of that team. So your offensive line is gonna have to
dominate.
be dominant. Yeah, they're gonna have to, get the blocks going. The thing that stood out to me the most in this last game, too, guys, was Colston Loveland's ability to block. I think this guy needs to be on the field because when he got a guy engaged, he did not let him go, and then you can maybe get him involved with the passing game, sparingly. But I think you're going to be using your tight ends a lot to block. These receivers blocking down the field, we saw that really well on Sunday too. So that's going to be a big key, man. It's everybody putting a hat on somebody and blocking, because this defensive front is really good. If there's one thing that can beat you in this game, that is it. I don't believe it's Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Too. What are your feelings on? I know Singletary and Tyrone Tracy. They're just kind of mid running backs. But what kind of effect, in your personal opinion, do you think that it's going to have, missing TJ Edwards and them running in between the tackles right up the gut? Do you think Sewell and Amen, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the last name, can pick up that slack for TJ Edwards missing the ball game today?
No. Go ahead, Jay. I don't think so, but
no.
Yeah, no. I mean, man, really the Giants record really kind of tells the whole story here. I know they've got a lot of news about Jackson Dart being good, but I think Dustin nailed it. The really only thing that you should be scared of with the Giants in this game is their defensive line. If we can hold them off, this is really not going to be a close contest. If they can get to the quarterback, we're screwed. It's going to be a long day.
Well, I'm definitely we got Bijan marching
Bijan had a
field,
run,
baby.
yeah.
Come on. If they
we
take
need
him
a
out
fucking
for Algier
touchdown out of
again,
him. Stop giving the ball to Algier. What are you doing? It's so annoying, dude. As a
I'm
fantasy
gonna
owner.
scream. And I think he's in right now. He is. They just put him in. Gosh darn it.
Yep, that's how it goes. They get inside the 30, and then Algier takes
This
the
is
carries.
ridiculous. Let's take out one of the best players in football inside the 30
Man,
every time
Sean,
we get inside the 30.
Yeah. It's very frustrating as a Bijan.
All right, boys. We don't got too much time left. I don't want to take people away from
Let me touch on the run game real quick. Let me
go ahead, for sure.
Bears are the worst in yards per carry allowed. I don't care if it's Tyrone Tracy. I don't care if it's Devin Singletary. The Giants are going to run the ball on the Bears today. The Bears are going to have to take the ball away. That's how they're going to get away in this game. That's how they can pull away. If the Giants stay committed to the run, they will pop some, and they will get it down the field, up and down the field on the Bears. So I would like to see that change, but as you said, TJ Edwards not playing.
So big. It's
not looking
such
good.
a big loss for the
That hurts the defense more than anything else, because he's the play caller. He's the guy, the quarterback of the defense. And we all saw the difference it made when he was out, and then when he came back in after injury, the defense got better. Now, last week wasn't that great, but really, honestly, I think he went out, guys. Didn't he go out in like the second quarter or whatever? So he wasn't there for the second half. And then, of course, Cincinnati fights their way back and goes takes the lead in the fourth quarter. So I don't know. I don't know if they have anybody on the linebacking crew that can fill that spot, but God, you cross your fingers and pray that they do.
You certainly don't. And even with that improvement you just mentioned, Jay, still the worst in the league in yards per carry allowed. So,
yeah.
Dustin, you said you don't believe that Jackson Dart could be a game changer. My worry about him, because the Bears have had a little problems with this throughout the weeks. If you go back to Huntley,
scrambling quarterbacks.
Yeah, he's coming off 56 rushing yards last week. I could see that number being pretty similar today. The Bears are going to have to contain him because he can hurt people with their legs. Then you start to get that just play action, start moving around. Here, I've said it all week, and I'll say it again. I do think Wan'Dale Robinson could be a problem for the Bears today.
He's the exact receiver the Bears have trouble with, Sean.
Yes.
He's the exact receiver the Bears have trouble with.
I've said it. I said it on Wednesday. I'm going to say it again. When we did the pick six, a lot of people had this game as a blowout. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than what Bears fans think.
One-score game.
Yes, I agree 100%. I just when we face these guys like a Brian Burns and there's multiple dangerous weapons on that front seven, it just brings me back to Max Crosby and how he almost ruined that entire game for the Bears as a singular force.
I was just going to say, dude, this game is eerily like Las Vegas.
Except the Giants have 3 Max Crosbys.
Yes, exactly.
That's kind of a difference. And listen, Jackson Dart, I hope he runs the ball, Sean, because this guy runs in a really reckless and dangerous way.
Oh, yeah.
The Bears need to hit him hard every chance they get. He does not slide. He leads with his head. Knock him out the fucking game. I hope he runs.
And two, Dustin, if you remember against the Saints, they were in control of that game. He started running. He had the ball loose. They turned it over a couple times because he didn't protect the ball, especially in these conditions. And they did say on the pregame show I was listening to earlier, this is the coldest game that Jackson Dart has ever played in his career. So this is kind of awesome, too, because he's not going to be too familiar with these conditions. So that, to me, gives the Bears another maybe slight advantage for the people who like to say bear weather. Maybe this is a little bit better for the Bears, you know?
The elements at home on the lakefront, rookie quarterback, the Bears have to win this game. Like, everything is working in the Bears' favor to win this game as long as they don't make mistakes.
Yep.
If Caleb doesn't turn the ball over and the Bears are clean on offense in terms of penalties, they're the worst team in the league with penalties per game and penalty yards, guys. They're not good in that regard. But they can keep that clean today and not turn the ball over. This should be an easy way to win. But I would say this, man, be prepared for the Bears to frustrate you all game. That's gonna be this team.
Yeah.
You're going to be up. Every game is up and down, just like this season's going to be. They're going to frustrate the shit out of you, and hopefully they pull it out at the end. I'm just kind of accepting that right now and trying to enjoy it.
And we got my brother checking in. Says if you can find a bet, a Darnell Wright for a touchdown today.
If that comes to fruition, David, then I'm going to start asking you for some profit.
We're coming in getting fantasy advice. That would be amazing. And Phil is reporting right now that he's hearing 25-mile-per-hour sustained winds gusting up to 35. Going to be a brutal day on the lakefront today. Final thoughts before we get out of here. Jason, take it away so you can get back to sunny wherever the Bahamas.
I predict that the Bears are going to go for it on fourth down a lot, especially in the red zone, because I don't think you want Carlos Santos kicking it all today. But I mean, hey, the guy has played here a couple of years, so I mean, if you're in extra point territory, I guess you give him a field goal. But again, as always, we need to score in the end zone. I still think that the score today, we're going to take the over on that 4.5. I'm going to go 20-10. Bears win.
Nice. Yeah, I think I had 31-27 on Thursday, man. Not really accounting for the weather. I could still see these teams scoring, but maybe that comes down a little bit. I think it's a one-score game, like a 24-21, 27-24, something in that range. And the Bears just find a way to have the ball last and make it happen. Because if the Giants have the ball last, guys, it's hard to envision this Bears defense getting a stop as atrocious as they've been. You give up 15 points in 49 seconds. I know the Bengals are different than the Giants, but this Bears defense has been bad against everyone, guys. Everyone.
Yep.
I mean, even
hard
like
to argue with that.
The Saints were moving the ball. It's the turnovers. The turnovers are the key, and this is great weather to get it. The elements, like I said, rookie quarterback, just dominate this game with turnovers like the Bears have done all year. Make it an easy win.
I'm going to say the Bears averaging 186 rushing yards per game. The Giants giving up 5.1 yards per game, or 5.5, excuse me. The Bears are 5.1. I'm going to take the red hot rushing attack from the Chicago Bears today. The defense looking to rebound from a horrid performance last week in Cincinnati. I'm with you, Dustin. I think it's going to be a one-score game. I had it 30-17. On Wednesday, when I made my score prediction, I'm going to change that because of the weather. I don't like the field goal kicking.
And TJ Edwards being out, Sean.
And TJ Edwards being out. I'm going to go 24-21 Chicago. It's gonna just be one of those games. They're
going to drive you nuts all game, guys.
Yeah. It seems like a rock fight today between these two teams, honestly. We got Phil checking in. He's going 2013 Chicago. Relentless Mikey is picking the Bears in a blowout, 37-17. DJ Profit also agree with my brother. He said he could see Darnell Wright with a red zone touchdown today. You know what? I'm about to have breakfast when we wrap up the show. My brother just jumped in 24-17 Bears. I like that, Dustin. I like the one score game.
I do not see a blowout. A lot of people picking.
No, definitely not a blowout.
Defense, again, unless you get 3 turnovers and they
have right,
not.
and
Bears turnover differential is number 1 in the league. That's something you can hopefully lean on. It's just that's unpredictable and that's hard to live off of.
Yeah. Yep, 100%. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're putting a bow on this. Grab your blankets if you're at home. Grab your Carhartt suit if you're headed to the game, because it is cold out there, baby.
Roma Doomsday touchdown today.
Who's that?
Rome touchdown today.
Rome touchdown today.
We got a Rome touchdown today.
Rome touchdown today. I'm going to predict all rushing touchdowns for the Chicago Bears.
They have strip sacked Daniel Jones twice in like the last 3 plays.
Just keep that ball out of Jonathan Taylor's hands. So
I've been saying Colts are in for regression, guys. I'm sorry. They've been good, but this is not them for the rest of the season.
Hey, I don't care who does good on there. Just keep handing it to Taylor.
Deshaun Robinson.
AC's jumping in. He's got 28-17 Bears. And I want to get your opinion on this, Dustin and Jay. For fantasy purposes, Relentless Mikey threw out there Shaheed versus Arizona or JMO versus Washington.
Ooh, I like both of those.
That's a tough one.
Shaheed's a little new. I'm gonna go with JMO.
I like Shaheed coming in and making an impact immediately because they have desperately needed someone on the opposite side of JSN. No other receiver on that team has like 300 yards receiving this season. It's been all JSN.
Yep.
Darnold does one thing really well, and that's throw the deep ball. I don't like Goff outside on the road. I mean, but JMO can make one big play and end it for you. I think you're good either one. I'd probably lean towards Shaheed, but I think it's a toss-up. Yeah.
Very, very.
They're big play guys. I mean, it's possible neither one of them gets the ball at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's boomer bust.
Yeah.
Shaheed has been, thirsting to be involved in something successful.
He needs a quarterback bad.
He's going to come out there and make an impact, I think, right away. I think the Seahawks are going to kind of beat the Cardinals pretty easily, as well as the Cardinals have been playing. I think that Seahawks team is just really good.
Yeah, I agree. I think, Dustin, did you have them at the beginning of the year? Seattle winning?
I had them in the playoffs. I had them as a wild card team.
Oh, you had them as a wild card. I thought you had them winning the division.
No, I had the Niners winning the division because I'm the Niners guy, man. And the Niners, if they pull out that win today,
I was going to say today's a big day.
I don't count on it, man. But I mean, they're just dealing with so many injuries. It fucking sucks. But they keep.
They need a new training staff or something, dude. I don't know what's going on there. This is like the second or third year in a row. They've just been decimated with injuries.
It's 100%. Like the 6th year in a row.
James checking in. He's got 23-21. James, I like that score too.
I like it.
It's going to be a
24-21 is what me and Sean went with. 23-21. Then those scores make sense to me. The Bears maybe score a turnover in this game. You could see the offense struggling, guys, in muddy conditions. This field's patchy, some penalties, pre-snap.
You hope that center quarterback exchange for the Bears is much better than it was last time. It was what
sloppy shit for this offense. Just finding a way to try to get into the end zone at least twice, and maybe the defense scores for you once. It's. I feel like it's going to be a weird game, man.
Yeah.
Bruce is sticking with his 35-20 that he had the other. No, he had 35-15 on Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
So he's still sticking for a nice Bears comfortable win. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank everybody. AC, DJ, Breaking News, Bruce, James, Erica checked in, Relentless Mikey. Thanks for spending just a few minutes with us on this Sunday afternoon. We had Dustin's beautiful daughter hanging out with us. She's going to give us a little luck for a Bears victory.
Yeah.
Jason's going to enjoy it in the sun. Vizzo Joe's checking in. He's saying bear down, everybody. I want to say bear down. Stay warm out there. It's going to be much better next weekend. So we'll be getting close to the 60s. Jay's going to bring it back with him when he returns to Chicago. Until then, we'll be back tomorrow night on the Hallis Hall Hangover. I'll be joining the show late tomorrow, but the boys will be in the house to wrap their hands all around what happens on the lakefront today. So until then, stay warm, stay safe. We appreciate everybody for checking in. Bear down, everybody. And
bear down.
Go Bears.
Bears win today. It's a done deal.
Absolutely, 100%. Hey, Dustin.